Each year, the price on things as small as a gallon of milk to the amount that you pay per month for mortgage and rent expenses goes up, almost always unaccompanied by warning. However, our pay tends to always stay the same. And with that comes stress associated with not being able to make ends meet, doing things and activities with your children, or even being able to provide simple meals. My hope is to persuade you all to take a stand for higher wages and be able to advocate so you can have prepared to have a better future. Invest in something that you really like to do, not live paycheck to paycheck, or like most of us, not have to work two jobs. As I take a look into the system and how things work, and according to payscale.com, the cost of living in Louisville, Kentucky is 8% lower than the national average. To meet the minimum standard of living in Louisville, a household needs to make a little bit over $25,000 a year. In contrast, those who make minimum wage at $7.25 an hour only are making roughly around $13,000, which leaves a whopping $12,000 difference, which tends to always be made up by government assistance, impoverished neighborhoods, and crime. Although minimum wage is a government issue, an increase would add more money and more value to our neighborhoods and the economy, and we would also save on different things like paying for people that are incarcerated or children that need things in school. People would also be able to shop and travel more if they could save money, which would add more value to our economy system because people would be able to go out and shop in restaurants and business owners and in stores and things like that. They can see a boost in their sales and prices could possibly be lowered. The Department of Community-Based Services also is spending out a lot of money per year, making up the difference with the income because a family of four, which is almost an average, is getting like $640 a month in food stamps, which at the end of the year is $8,000 per family just in food stamps alone. I also think that we could also prevent crimes, work on some homelessness issues if more jobs with better pay were available. These changes will not only be good for the government deficit, but would also be good for the person because they could begin to feel whole financially. Feeling whole financially by having your own means of income, I think would be a great asset to a person because they will feel more independent. The government could also save money and be able to invest it in things like education and buying more books and things needed for schools. Families, they will be able to grow and flourish because they would also be able to spend more time together. In most families, one or more parent is working two jobs, which is stressing the family because they're not being able to spend as much time with their little ones, and the gap and the attachment process is starting to dwindle away. In conclusion, I would like to encourage everyone to begin having a voice in this matter, starting today. Spread the word and vote for those in favor of making a difference in our community. Because just because this is not affecting you today, if it's not already, doesn't mean that one day you might not run into this issue. It may not be you, it may be one of your children, it may be one of your children's children. But today we can make a difference in our community by having a voice and speaking on something that we would like to do. And that's taking a stand for minimum wage and the price going up. Thank you. My name is Bobby Bledsoe.